Throughout the Easter season, we hear from the Acts of the Apostles how the church became the body of Christ doing the work of Jesus in the world. This is from the 4th chapter. There was no needy person among them. For those who owned property or houses would sell them, bring the proceeds of the sale and put them at the feet of the apostles, and they were distributed to each according to their need. Now, of course, the church doesn't ask us all to sell our homes completely, but it does remind us of our responsibility not just to live the gospel here in the church, but also out there where we're called to proclaim the gospel not just in this building, but throughout the world.
Our street ministry to the homeless has been really popular in our parish. Hundreds of parishioners, I think, have participated. And what they found when they go under the bridge every single time is it's more than just feeding and clothing the homeless. It's really about ministering to them, loving them, engaging them, offering companionship and comfort. And but unfortunately, with the COVID-19, that level of engagement isn't possible. We can't give them hugs, we can't give them handshakes. So I think this Sack Lunch Meals of Mercy program is really the way that all of our parishioners can get involved in a very simple and a safe way. This week we have 44 families that have signed up and pledged donations of sack lunches. So we probably have 500 to 600 sack lunches that are coming in this morning right now.
From 44 people,
and,
44 households.
And that was similar for each of the last 2 weeks. This is our 3rd week of actually collecting those. So the generosity of our parishioners is not surprising. These parishioners have always been amazingly generous. But what really strikes me is that during this time of crisis, they're stepping up in a big way, and families are using this opportunity, to get involved in a small act of mercy, working together as a team. The kids are helping to buy the items for the sack lunch, helping to assemble them, and helping to deliver them safely here to our parish. But in addition to that, we have people of all ages that are participating, and what strikes me there is that our older parishioners, our retired parishioners, and our elderly parishioners, who really should be spending most of their time worrying and focusing on their own health and staying safe, are out there trying to figure out how they can help others that are vulnerable and in need. And it's not a surprise. I think that's what our parish is all about.
Is the need increasing?
The need is increasing exponentially. So the vulnerable on the street, let's just start with the very basics. They can't go into a bathroom and wash their hands. It's almost impossible to get a shower today. Most of the missions that used to serve indoor meals can't serve indoor meals because of social distancing. So the resources for the homeless is dramatically reduced. But on the other hand, the number of vulnerable on the street has increased exponentially for a variety of reasons. But so there's more people that need the help. There's less services available. And that's the beauty of the Meals for Mercy program. We can make a small difference. It's a small act of mercy, but I think it makes a huge difference. I also have another motivating factor. I lost a younger brother 20 years ago to suicide. He took his own life, and my brother struggled with addiction and mental illness. He was actually bipolar. But my brother had a heart of gold, and every time he could, he would bring his friends off the street, even though he wasn't on the street. He had an apartment, into his apartment, and his apartment would fill up with homeless, and he had this passion and love for those that were struggling with the same addiction that he did. And so I think in some ways, when I'm out there on the streets, I'm doing what I wish I'd done more of when my brother was alive, when he was around. And there's no question that when we're out there, we see the face of Jesus Christ on everybody we're serving, but I also see the face of my brother on everyone I'm serving. So those are probably the motivating factors.